This is Paul for Redneck Sports. I believe that everybody should win in life, or at least attempt to. The first three maxims of General Robert Neyland's game maxims, I believe apply to everybody. The team that makes the fewest mistakes will win. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. If at first the game or the breaks go against you, don't let up. Put on more steam. Welcome to the channel. Now let's discuss some sports. Oh, and if you don't mind, like, subscribe, comment. And I've got a link tree down below that's got my social media. And it has my Patreon if you want to help out. Thank y'all. So, we have only 4 games that we're going to talk about this week for SEC women's basketball. That's because women are in the SEC are only playing from Saturday to Sunday for this week in how I do everything. And there aren't many good games in that mix. And while I'm at it, I'm also going to do a complaint about Yahoo. Yahoo for the men do like so many comparisons and everything like that. And it's like, okay, cool. I get to see all kinds of interesting things. Same thing with football. There are no stat leaders that are shown for women's basketball. Seriously, Yahoo? You're supposed to be like this woke love fest, and you're pulling this crap. It would be nice if you would do this, but you don't do it. So I have to go looking elsewhere, and it gets annoying. Then again, though, trying to watch these games on TV when they're women's games, nope, not even a thing. It's like, really? But I will get off that topic and go, here are 4 games that you should watch Saturday and Sunday of women's basketball. They're not all going to be bangers, but they're going to be interesting. I mean, there's far more than 4 games, but the rest of them are even worse than these 4. And these 4 are somewhat decent, and I'll tell you why when you get to them. So let's get into it. Okay, so you know this SEC homer is also a Tennessee homer. So the number 19, why are they 19? Number 19 Vols, as of right now they're 19, 8-0, are going to be taking on Saturday, December 21st, and it's going to be on Ball. I don't know what that is, on Ball. Are going to be taking on the 5-5 Tulsa of the AAC. Okay, the Tulsa team is not that big of a deal. They don't even have any news stories. They've lost to Creighton. They've lost to Missouri State, UGA, Marshall, and Oral Roberts. They beat Chicago State. They beat Arkansas Pine Bluff. Yeah, they're not that good of a team, but it's Tennessee. They're on a thing. Oh, they beat Grambling State, San Jose State University. They beat Kansas City, University of Missouri, Kansas City. They're an okay team, but it's going to be a good warm-up for Tennessee, and Tennessee's ranked. So this should be an interesting game to watch. So there's that one on Saturday. Okay, here is a far better game. For some reason, Alabama, who is 10-1, is unranked. They only lost to Cal. And they're playing Richmond, who is 9-2 and is also unranked. The Richmond Spiders. Okay, who have they lost to? They lost to Texas. So this will be a good measure to see how the Lady Crimson Tide are going to do in an SEC game. And they lost to Georgetown. Now, there's an actual team that you should pay attention to. And also, they'll have played Tennessee the night before, so this is something to watch. And they beat Temple, they beat Gardner-Webb, Appy State, Oklahoma State. So, this is a decent team. This is in the Atlantic 10 Conference. So it'll be a decent game to watch. It's not like they're a subpar team. So seriously, this looks like it'll be a really good game. Unfortunately, I don't see where it's on TV. So maybe by that point it'll be on somewhere. That's another thing I've got to complain about. There aren't enough women's basketball games on TV. You play subpar men's games, but you don't play women's games. Oy. Okay, let's get to the next one. Okay, the number 6 Texas Lady Longhorns, they're 10-1. They got beat by Notre Dame, are playing South Dakota State, who are 9-2. And they only got beat by Duke and Georgia Tech. They beat Northern Iowa, Dakota Wesleyan, Montana, Eastern Washington, Ball State, Oregon. That was actually a decent game from the looks of it. Wisconsin, Creighton, and Rice. So Texas has beat Richmond, Southern, James Madison, West Virginia. They've beaten some decent teams. So this is going to be on the SEC network. I think this is going to be another one of those games. It should be fairly competitive. It's not like that, even in the losses, they were respectable. South Dakota State lost to Duke 75-71. And Duke's 9th ranked. And they lost to Georgia Tech. That one was a beat down, 71-57. Not that major of a beat down, though. So I think this should be a pretty good game. Texas has got a pretty good defense, and it's got a decent scoring offense. So I think it'll be a good game. So there's a third one. And the last one that we're going to go on to say, the University of Nebraska, Iowa is going to be playing number 10 Oklahoma. Oklahoma is 9-1. Nebraska Omaha Mavericks are 7-4. They're in the same conference as South Dakota State. And, Oklahoma has got a pretty decent team this year. And Oklahoma lost to Nebraska. They lost to Kansas. They lost to Wisconsin. And they lost to Western Illinois. But they beat Utah State. They beat San Diego. They beat Utah Valley. So, it's and in their losses, okay, Nebraska, it was a 88-48 loss, 75-56 to Kansas. Wisconsin was 67-65. And Western Illinois was 89-83. So, they're a decent team for what they are. And Oklahoma is, one of those teams that they're, like I said, they're ranked. They're 9-1 right now. They've only lost to Duke, 109-99. So this should be another, like I said, Oklahoma's ranked. They're 10th in the nation. So you get to see a team that is considered a powerhouse this season in Oklahoma, the Lady Sooners. And the Lady Mavericks look like they're a somewhat decent team to play compared to a lot of the other teams that are on here. So this will be a chance to get to see what's going on. So this is the last game to consider watching. This is on SEC Network. It's Sunday at 4 p.m. So there you go. Yes, I know there aren't that many amazing games that are going to be on, and it's kind of sad. But hey, it's Christmas week. So you want these folks to be able to go home, see their family, that kind of thing. I would like to see some changes coming to Yahoo. I would love to see some changes coming to how these games are put on TV. But if you're a women's basketball fan, which I am, it's just a frustration that you dealt with for, well, I'm about to turn 50, so I've been dealing with it for about 50 years. But These are some games that you really should get a chance to enjoy. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Hey, y'all, have a good Christmas, and y'all have a good day now. Bye. Thank you for watching this video. I've had some fairly good success with all of my Redneck Sports stuff, and I hope you enjoyed the topic. If you did, like, subscribe, comment, all that rigmarole. And also, just let me know what you want to hear about. I'll give a redneck spin to this stuff. Let me tell you, I love sports. So, I love people that want to join me in that. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.